off with a big bang, and this is our Baking with Aunt Brenda. So we are going to have a Baking with Aunt Brenda segment every single month.
Yes.
So make sure if you're looking for new recipes or things to do for a certain time of the year that you join us. And she's going to be doing something. We've got a theme this month. October is going to be a fall theme. We've got new blogger joining us, a new mom and daughter team, Grace and Trisha Watts. And your name is Grace too, isn't it?
It is.
Well, look at that! We have two Graces. Isn't that awesome? So Grace is joining Brenda today with her Baking with Aunt Brenda segment.
Yeah.
And we are, what are you making today, Brenda?
Well, I decided since I don't have any kids and I don't have any daughters, it's okay to borrow my friends' kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is my pastor's daughter, Grace. And today we are making easy apple dumplings. A lot of people, very easy apple dumplings. And you might have a lot of these things at your house. If not, go out and get it. Very inexpensive. And we're also making pumpkin pie crescents. So it's like a pumpkin pie with a crescent roll.
Yum.
Yes,
That
so good.
sounds wonderful.
So excited? So good.
Yes.
All right. It's very, very, very easy, the recipe. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start out by having Grace cut the apples, which should be fun. I don't like peeling them, so if she doesn't peel them, Cynthia will peel them. It's no big deal. But what you do...
Because I'm appealing.
Yeah, so funny. That's your mama for
I
you.
gotta start off the this way, right.
Can you do that? Put that underneath there. And while Grace is doing that, what you do is you take 2 cans of, it could be Pillsbury Crescent Rolls, but I've taken the Publix brand. Got it? There you go.
Yeah, there you
Good
go.
job.
Okay.
8 pieces.
So where do you want me to put them?
You can give them to Cynthia. She'll start peeling them.
I will peel them. Thank you.
And while they're doing that, I will open the adult version of a
you.
Jack in the Box.
Oh, yes, 100%. I hate these things. You have to like
I
pop.
can't even hold an
Wait,
apple.
you do it with your hand? No, I do it with a spoon. Nope.
Oh, I do it with a spoon.
Oh, that wasn't very bad.
It wasn't
Just
bad.
bang it on the table.
I know that too, but you're doing that and I didn't want, well,
Does
whatever.
a spoon make it louder?
It might.
Am I scaring myself just for no reason at
How
all?
sad is that? I really could. What am
Got
I
it.
doing with these?
Putting them in something. Put them in here for now.
Okay. You can set that up
We'll
there.
put it up here.
Okay.
All right. You're. Ashley, you want to open this one? No.
I can.
You can? Okay.
We'll see how this goes.
Did you ever hear the story about the lady who had just gone grocery shopping and she got in her car and she completely and utterly all of a sudden heard a bang and felt something hit the back of her head, and she reached back and she called 911 and she told 911 that she'd been shot and
the Pillsbury.
and that her brain was falling out of the back of her head.
Oh no!
And they said to hold it in, and so she was holding it in until the cops got there. And when the cops got there, they realized that what had happened was one of those containers had broken and the dough flew out and hit her in the back of the head. And when she reached back, she thought her brains were falling out of her back.
That is so funny. That's hilarious.
Isn't that funny?
Okay,
That's perfect. Well, what you can start doing is Grace is going to take these apart, make them into the triangles. This is just very, very, very simple.
Yes.
Simple. We
And
like
then
easy.
just
Easy.
Quick and easy.
Take one of the apple 8s that you've cut and just roll it up. That's all you need to do.
Oh, look at that.
Roll it.
See? So easy.
Oh, that's cute.
Perfect.
And while Grace is doing that, I'm going to take 2 sticks of butter. You don't have to write this down or anything. We're going to have this up on the vlog for you.
Yep.
On our website, you
Yes,
gotta
we
go, www.herheritage.org. Please
Okay,
join
why is
our
this
website.
Harder
I beat
to...
you to it.
Subscribe to our YouTube page, please. All mothers and daughters, all women.
Look.
Does this have to be like completely covered?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, that.
Remember the word easy, Grace.
Very
Yeah.
easy.
So,
Okay, so it was 2 sticks of butter. I have, excuse me, I have a cup and a half of brown sugar, maybe
Clump of brown sugar.
a clump of brown sugar.
A clump. It's a new measuring term.
Yep. And I have a teaspoon of cinnamon that I'm going to put in here.
All pre-measured out. Look at you.
I know, it's just like
It's like a cooking show.
Network. Yeah.
Network when
Network what?
yeah,
And
when you're
Brenda.
growing
Maybe we
up.
had Brenda.
Can I tell you guys, I've always wished my life was like that, where I would walk out to my kitchen and everything would be pre-measured for me.
I know.
But
But you know, I mean, when you were playing when you were little,
Yes.
well, they didn't have Food Network when
No.
we were around. When we were around, we're still around, but anyway, it's just it's just fun to pretend that, hey, everything is measured for you. So yeah, there you go. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go over to the stove. I'm gonna melt this down.
oops.
And I'm gonna get it melted until it's really nice and thick and stir it, and then we'll continue.
What heat are you going to put it on the stove to get everything melted, Brenda?
I don't know, I'm just gonna turn the stove on.
Hey,
to
Ash,
maybe
you want to
medium.
check to see if I turned that oven on?
Oh, I've preheated the oven, by the way, to 350.
There we go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be heading over to the stove right now, and they will continue making rolling these little babies up. We finally have all of this melted. Look at that yummy goodness.
Yummy.
Of
Really good.
Butter,
Brown sugar,
brown sugar,
Buttery, cinnamony goodness.
vanilla. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to Grace and have her pour it over top of all the apple dumplings. Make sure you get it over all of them. So yummy.
Look at her go.
Ooh, Grace.
Ooh.
Velvety goodness.
Can't wait to have some. Yum. Oh,
Oh my
smells
goodness.
really good. If only it was fall.
Smell
You know,
elevation.
I think the reason
If
why.
only it was fall. It is fall.
No,
doesn't feel
it
like
doesn't
it.
feel
It's
like
not.
it.
I
The
get
only
it.
way here in Florida we know that it's fall is
The
because
calendar says
Pumpkin
it's fall.
spice lattes come to Starbucks.
the only thing that changes are the colors of the license plates. Ha ha. That's funny. I thought it was. Boom. Hey, can I put a little bit more over here? Yeah, we'll just use the whole thing. Yeah, yesterday when I was getting these apples and stuff, there were 6 of us women all getting apples at the same time. And the one lady goes, "Oh, I want to make an apple pie." And the other one, "Oh, I'm making apple dumplings." And I said, do you ladies think that we're doing this because we think if we make this apple stuff
That
that
weather
the
will change?
weather's going to change? And they're like, "Yeah, probably."
Oh,
So-
you're gonna do
you're gonna-
good.
Can I use this?
Yeah,
Sip it
go
out.
ahead, use it. Go for it.
You're gonna be good.
She's gonna use it all. I was gonna stick my finger in it and go like this. Mwah. I still might do that.
Still smells so good.
Used every last bit of that
Yes, she
satiny, silky,
Goodness.
buttery. Okay, now it's my turn. Oh,
No,
you're supposed to
it's
stick
not.
that in your mouth, right? No?
It might be too hot.
Like this.
It might.
Watch.
Oh, Cynthia, careful! It might be too
No,
hot.
it's not too hot.
Okay.
You wanna try it?
I just go like this.
I'm not too hot. How good, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Oh, really good.
Okay, what we're going to do now, we have a cup and a half of 7-Up or Sprite or any lime soda. Yes.
What?
Yes. It's a cup and a
We'll
half.
all be little what are they? Minions. Ready?
What?
1, 2, 3.
What?
But you don't pour it over the top, you pour it along the sides.
Why?
Why?
I don't know why. I'm just following instructions.
Okay. That's
Get
so
fizzy
weird.
apples.
That's so crazy.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because there is a chemical reaction with soda that helps dough to puff up more. Because in like tempura batter and why are you looking at
I'm
me
impressed
like
right now.
this?
I'm really impressed.
Thank you very much. In tempura batter and
Thinking
stuff,
of Aunt Brenda coming to you by something.
they add club soda because it causes the batter around the thing that's fried or baked to puff up more. It infuses more air into the dough.
That
Boom.
makes sense.
Science. You
So-
go, Mom.
Thank you.
I'm
okay.
impressed.
So there you go. So we're going to put this in the oven now for 35 to 45 minutes. I know it seems like a long time, but we've got the apples in there and we want them to soften. So we're gonna put this in the oven. We're gonna come back and we're gonna be making some pumpkin pie croissant.
But here's the thing. This video ends here. You're gonna have to join us.
Not till after we make that. We make that and
Till after we make that.
then the video ends there.
And then the video ends there.
Yes.
And then we'll show you a part 2 of what they taste like and what they look like.
Woo!
So
Stay tuned.
Perfect.
stay tuned. We're gonna show her putting them in the oven. We're back for the second fall recipe.
Second recipe.
Second.
Let's see if we can spell fall with our fingers.
I
I'll
know.
do an F. You do the A. And
A.
Brenda does the
L.
L.
Hey,
Oh, look at that.
We got the easy one.
We did it.
You did good. It's better than having to do A.
We spelled pumpkin
No.
Hi.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. All right. We're doing, again, we are working with Crescent Rolls. And what Grace is gonna do is she is putting half a cup of pumpkin pie filling in a bowl.
Nice.
By the way, at fall and Christmas time, calories don't count.
Nope.
They
Yep.
just magically disappear.
Yep, all gone.
Don't count it all.
Doesn't matter.
All gone.
Doesn't count at all.
And we have half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice.
Mmm.
That's half a teaspoon.
Mm-hmm. And then Grace is gonna crack an egg.
The egg.
No, you're not gonna crack the egg.
No,
You want me to do it?
Hatch the egg.
I'll do it. Hatch the egg. Oh yes. Ashley used to say that when she was a little girl and
That
she
was
would help me in
cute.
the kitchen. She would always say, "Mommy, can I hatch the eggs for you?" She used to call it hatching the eggs instead of cracking the eggs. So we always called it hatching
You
the eggs.
still are.
It is so cute, and she just came up with that all on her own. She wanted to hatch the eggs.
want to
I
hatch
thought
the
it was
eggs.
so cute. See,
Yeah,
now
you
look,
put
we
that
got
in
our
there.
handy dandy egg separator,
Put the egg shells in there.
and this thing is from Tupperware, and it is amazing. You just drop that egg in there, the white comes out, and you're left with your yolk, because all you need for this recipe is the
yolk.
Yolk.
Yep.
Perfect.
Woo!
The yolk's on you, and just mix that baby up.
Yolk's on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yolk's on
The
you.
yolk's on you. So Grace is just gonna mix that up,
Look at you mixing that up.
and while
Isn't
she's
that a
doing
handy dandy
that,
little trick?
That's so cool.
you get your pan ready, your cookie sheet, and
Okay.
you put parchment paper on it. I like the Reynolds baking sheets because they are already cut. There's 22 in a thing, and you just pull one out of there, and voila.
It's like you have to have the right size pan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like I have ginormous pans,
Yeah,
so
well, you
do
would
they have
probably-
bigger sizes?
I don't know if they do or not, but you'd probably use 2 of them.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
handy.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there's 22 in one, which I think is really good.
Yeah.
All right.
You got it?
Mixed.
All right,
That's yummy.
let's go get the crescent.
Okay. We like to keep them in the refrigerator because if crescent rolls are left out, they get kind of mushy,
Yeah,
and you don't want them to be mushy.
no, we don't want much.
And you won't.
Yeah.
This one, filling these is gonna be a little tricky because they're not solid like the apples are.
So yes.
So I will give you a spoon.
Here we go. Another popping.
Yes, here we go.
You know you're just supposed to hit it against the table, right?
Just do it, Ash. Just hit it against the table.
I'm
Hit it hard, you though. Come on, go.
Okay, maybe not against the table.
I always put a spoon on
That's
it.
my great hair.
How many people does it take to open a
Well, I
crescent
mean,
roll?
Grace is right.
There you go.
There we go.
It doesn't like me. I mean, you also hit it on the corner,
Yeah.
so it
That's true.
shook the whole
Yeah.
table.
All right.
True.
These are gonna be a little tricky, like I said, but I'm gonna let Grace do them. I will show her how to do one,
Yes.
and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, that helped to have that in the fridge a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to keep your crescent roll dough in the fridge right before you use it.
All right, you wanna maybe spread it out just a little bit, make it a little wide, and put a tablespoon, like right there,
In the center.
and then take the big part down here and roll it over once. It's gonna seep out the edges, but then if you pinch here, and then continue rolling, you should be okay.
Okay, so I can get it on the table.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
You can be
That's
messy.
okay. Messiness in the
Messy
kitchen
is
is a
normal.
necessity of life.
It's not coming off. Okay, it's sort of off.
Alright, let's try this.
You got it.
Okay, here you go.
Got it, Grace.
You can do it.
With that?
Sure.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It smells really good in here.
Oh, look at her. It does smell really
It
good.
smells
in
like fall in here, doesn't it?
does.
Who'd have thought?
I love fall.
Now, are you serving this for anything special, Brenda?
No, I'm serving it for us.
Yes.
Yes.
Look at that, because we're
Yes.
special.
And I
She
brought
said
ice
no.
cream.
I was hoping she'd say
What,
yes
ice
because
cream?
I'm serving them for you.
We are special.
I brought ice cream to go with the apple
Apples.
dumplings, and of course Cool Whip with the pumpkin thing. So
Yeah.
you know, with pumpkin pie and Cool Whip, you can't have too much of it.
Nope.
Amen.
Not at
I'd be
all.
happy just with the Cool Whip. Give me a spoon and Cool Whip and a corner, and I'm
Corner.
I'm
Can't
happy.
eat it out in the open. In the corner.
Nobody sees me.
Well, you can come out of the Cool Whip closet, Brenda, and share with the world.
Share with everyone else.
Yes, you can.
Okay, mine's got a little wonky here.
Wonkiness is
Got a
okay.
wonky.
It's a character.
Oh gosh, okay.
Ashley and I'll just stand here and be cheerleaders.
Woo!
Yeah.
Go baking!
Go.
Please cook fast so we can eat them.
We're good at eating.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm good at eating.
I'm good at describing things too.
You
I'll
are.
describe
Eating's
it.
good.
I just eat it and I'm really excited to do that. That's about it.
And notice they all don't have to look the same.
No, they don't.
They can look like a ball, or it can
They're
look like
unique.
a football, or it can look like a triangle, or you just have it whatever shape you'd like
Whatever
to be.
shape you want.
Exactly. As long as they're good.
That's right.
Who
Why does
cares?
it matter
Pumpkin
what they look
filling
like?
and
Yeah.
yeah,
And a crescent roll.
Of course,
Can't go
can't
wrong.
go wrong. And
Now, what are these other things for?
Those are to make a glaze.
Oh, we're going
Yes.
to make a blaze.
And I'm not going to make the glaze until they come out of the oven.
Okay.
These actually get baked at 375 for about 10 minutes.
That's good. It's not that long.
right.
We'll
You're
be able to
hungry?
Short time. These are fast and short time to cook. Means you can eat them faster.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to go pop these in the oven.
So if you put them on 350, would you just let them be in there a little
I
longer?
would be in there, let them be in there a little bit longer,
Because our
and
other
then
thing's on 350.
and
that's
then
why I
just
was
keep
asking.
watching them until they get nice and crisp, or you smell them and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go put these in the oven.
go put those in the oven.
Yes. Woo. All right, I'm gonna have Grace do the glaze. She has half a cup of powdered sugar. Yes.
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar. I have a tablespoon of maple syrup. And we have between half a tablespoon and a tablespoon of milk to make this glaze. So you want to put the maple syrup in there?
And just in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that looks so good.
I know it does already.
It smells so good. So Grace, is there anything particular you like to bake?
I like baking. I like topping off treats, so I like to make small little things and then just make them look really pretty.
There you go.
Okay, and then this can go in.
You like do it, yeah. Just add a little bit at a time and just keep mixing it until it gets. Let me hold that. When the pumpkin pie crescent things come out of the oven, what we're going to do is we're going to let them cool for 10 minutes, and then we're going to drizzle this glaze over top. So we'll see you back here in a little bit.